Welcome to our channel and welcome to our last series of doing henna hair strands. Our last video today is wine red henna. Now if you're looking into to see how that color shows up on your hair, you know the drill, and if you're new to the channel, keep watching. Now we've already mixed our wine red henna and left it out for 8 to 10 hours overnight. If you are looking for a video of how to mix wine red henna, please click on the link down below. Come on and let's get started. Let's get right onto the application. Now we did leave out the wine red for 8 to 10 hours, so we left it the mixture out for overnight, and here we're going to apply. We're going to start with the light brown. Now you do always want to make sure that you do apply it to clean, dry hair. So if you took a shower yesterday, if you cleaned your hair yesterday, that is absolutely fine. You don't need to rewash it again, but as clean as possible would be the ideal when you do your application. Now we mix this with just water. You can mix this with coffee if you have light color hair and you want your hair to become more darker. If you have darker color hair, I would recommend to mix it with lemon juice, and this will help bring out more of the red tones. Now by all means, if that's what you are looking for, is more of to get the wine red color more towards more red instead of darker version, so lemon juice mixing with that will be the best to do the application. So like I'm doing the application for light brown, personally me, if I had that color light hair, I would definitely mix it with lemon juice because I have dark color hair and I want some red in my hair. Next one is Platinum Blonde. So this you can definitely look into equivalent to gray hair, white hair, and see how the results do come out. Now it is a bit difficult to get gray hair and do an application, although we are looking into that. But this, you know, you can compare this. It will be lighter than the rest of the hair strands we do here today. Next right here is dark brown. Again, if you have seen previous our videos and if you haven't seen deep red, so I would compare this a little bit towards it. So if you want to see too much of a difference in the darker color here, though you will see some slight redness in it. Now if you take this same after you're done coloring into the sunlight, you will see visible really nice red tones in the sunlight. Next one is brown highlights with honey blonde. Let's see the two colored tone here. Oh, I did see how the deep red came out. I'm very interested to see how the wine red is going to come out on this as well. Next is our bleached hair. Now with the bleached hair, I would recommend doing 2 applications. The first application, you may see that it rinse out much faster, and only because your hair has been processed so much with the bleach hair that the henna is repairing your damaged hair and then start giving you that proper color. Next one is medium brown with dark brown highlights. Again, with our 2 different colors here. love to see how this one comes out as well. Although I am expecting it to be almost similar to the deep red strand that we did. Here is our last strand, which is the dark brown to black hair. And we have completed our applications on our strands. We're going to be covering this with a saran wrap, and we'll be back after 3 hours. Alright, so we are back after 3 hours. Now we only just rinse this with water, but we suggest rinsing it with conditioner only. No shampoo. This is wine red, so you want to make sure you rinse your hair 3 consecutive days with cold water. This will help with lessening color bleed. So here we have the dark to black right here. So you can see right here that this is the original color, but right here you can see that it's more richer, and I would say a little bit of red tones. Now if you end up going into the sunlight, you will see that red streak and red tones in your hair, definitely. Here is dark brown, so you can tell the difference that it did give a really nice shade. So you can also see that redness in there. I love it. I tried burgundy. I'll try wine red now. Okay, so here is light brown, so you can see that it did become darker. Now if you do not want to have it this dark, you can leave it on for 2 hours on your hair. Again, this is why strand test doing on your hair is very important, to understand if you want to go this dark or if you want to go a little bit lighter. You just have to leave it on your hair for a less amount of time. So here is the 2 color tone here with the medium brown and dark brown highlights. So you can see where the medium brown was, that it became darker, more darker and richer, and then where the highlights were, you can see it's so beautiful. It's so pretty color. I love it. Alright, so brown highlights with honey blonde here. So this, I would say that, you know, the 2-tone color here almost like blended into one. But you can definitely still see the difference here. Okay, so here's our bleached hair. So you can see it is toward, I would say, the color, but it is more of an orangish color. So if you want to go, if you're not liking this color, you want to go a little bit darker, I would suggest another application. But as you can see in the previous strands that it just showed, that it become a little bit darker. So maybe leaving it on for 2 hours for your next application, and then see if you like that. But you can always keep on reapplying on that. Now just do keep in mind, because this is bleached hair, the first application most likely will fade faster than your second and third application, only because your hair has been processed through the bleach application. Now here is platinum blonde. Now you can also consider this more equivalent towards gray hair. Gray hair, with it won't exactly turn like this, it will be turned like a little lighter, so do keep that in mind. Again, if you like this, then obviously you can keep it and just maintain the color. Don't forget to rinse out with cold water. Make sure you rinse out with cold water with the reds especially. So again, just like on the bleached hair, if you feel like you want to go darker, just do another application, but still do keep in mind you want to wait for 72 hours, because that's how long it takes for the color to develop. We hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and don't forget to rinse with cold water 3 consecutive days to help with the lessen color bleed.